Welcome to Lexington, where the sun shines bright literally and figuratively on their old Kentucky home, and the Big Blue Nation ready to get behind these Wildcats in this one. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Commodores will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will get the first possession of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
Makes the grab down the left side. He's off to the races. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wildcats!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Wildcats offense has its first opportunity of the day. A big challenge for both of these quarterbacks, Jesse, is dealing with a ball-hawking free safety on the other side.
Well, you're right. These better be good with their eyes. Better not stare down wide receivers in this one, because if you float the ball down the middle of the field, that's getting picked.
And these guys are going to be right in the middle of the field, flying all over the field, and quarterbacks will make sure that they are locked in and not throwing the ball near those guys.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. He's going to pass on second down. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. His quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The run to the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Pressure coming. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone, and you're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, it's going to be a little more work for the kicker.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down, using his legs to buy some time. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. 1st down here for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. They're working that left side. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He'll take a shot. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. Offense getting set for 1st down. They go to the ground. Running with power. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you.
He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete.
Second down.
Massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. He's not afraid to go deep. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Scrambling away.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there. Understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Unloads to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Brings up second down.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Power football with the run. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. 7-0. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. That they can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Harris will throw. Unleashes one deep. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
And the offense about to dial up its 10th play of this drive. Leaves it with the back. They bring. Going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Throws for the tight end. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Wildcats!
Really nice. The route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Memphis is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a They're up by 7 over Louisville. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. It's a draw. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill.
Lets it fly. Pulls it in on the left. Still on his feet. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Fights his way ahead, they get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the... Get to the QB.
3rd down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And how How about the big nose tackle? The guy who's right in the middle of the defense, the hardest spot to get a sack because you got the center in front of you, you got the guards right next to you, not a lot of space. Just uses the power, gets through, and gets the big sack.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. It is perfect.
That makes the score Kentucky 14. They're 3.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown.
Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
Give to the running back. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Kentucky. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Commodores will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining.
And he breaks into the open. He's at the 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Kentucky!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that's now their third sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front seven. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
He's looking for an open man on second down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. The running back has it. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Wildcats! That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. We saw a great example of it right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. The give to the back. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Phyllis, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half.
Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab outside. It's Norrad. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Good enough for a first down.
The give from the gun. Nice move to keep moving. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Norrad. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Commodores will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He's got enough to move the chains for Kentucky.
So far, everything's just seemed to work for this offense when they wanted to run the football. Regardless of what down and distance it is, they're able to get it done. Up front, getting a lot of push, and these backs are finding the holes.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And guys with the empty backfield on 2nd and short, might they take a shot here? They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Wildcats. And the stomping has commenced. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Memphis has opened up its largest lead of the game in what's shaping up to be one of the more one-sided affairs of the weekend. They're up by 21 over Louisville. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
On the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Commodores will line it up on 1st and 10.
And that's a first down for the offense.
He's looking to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling the quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
They'll go to the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Kentucky. And the beatdown has ensued.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Bully ball on 3rd and short. At the 45 on its way. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. They're setting up the screen. At the 40, there he goes. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running backs. He wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. We might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. You'll take any help you can get with that penalty yardage, but it's still 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And that pass is intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Kentucky! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Commodores line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Stands in and takes the hit. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
I spent time with a lot of coaches when you got a huge lead in the fourth quarter and they say run the football and run the clock out, and I've seen a lot of other coaches that say, listen, they get paid to stop us. It's their job to try to stop us, and apparently they live in the second world as this coach.
Harris back to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Skips away from pressure. He's going to run it. Finds a crease at the 20. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has...
Touchdown, Wildcats! And the punishment has been extended. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Bill.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He took a hit as he could and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's cut. The Commodores decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Oh, what a spin! Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. 1st down for this offense. Quarterback checking off. Harris will throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game. Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like a pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on second down. He's got it. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, talking to the coaches coming to the game, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On fourth down, looking to pass. They're bringing heat. He'll go down in a bit of an unusual way to bring this game to a close. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus